Hey everyone, this is Claude McFarlane, founder and CEO of the McFarlane Group, and we're here on day 26 of our 30-day self-improvement challenge. This one today is going to be very raw. I'm not going to lie to you, I've got some notes that are sitting off here to the side, and right now I'm going to actually close the laptop. This is big for me. I'm closing the laptop. I was going to talk to you today about time management. It was the last one in our personal story that we were going to do before we went into the concept of my mantra of rise, right? And something in my spirit just led me to today's topic of listening. Um, I know that it's something I need, and I think people that know me will aggressively and or in some cases abusively agree to that. But um, it's tough. So I'm just gonna give it to you right from the gut today. No notes, no script, no nothing. So I'm on the phone last night with a really good friend of mine who I've known for years, loved dearly, and we're back and forth talking, or catching each other up on things that are going on in our lives and things that we're doing. And I found myself doing a lot more talking than listening. And when I kind of explained to her, kind of things I'm doing right now, my book and the businesses that I'm running and work and all that stuff, she was just kind of like, do you ever stop? Do you ever stop talking? Do you ever stop moving? Do you ever stop? Denise Thomas, who we talked to the other day from Effective Communication topic, she said the same thing. Like, you have to stop. And then one of my superiors at work was kind of like, "Hey, Claude, when are you gonna go into this full time? Right? When are you gonna do this full time?" And there was the fear of, well, I've got to financially be able to support things in my life and whatnot. And it was all of this talking I was doing, whether it be internally or externally, and I don't know how much I was actually listening. One, to the people that were actually talking to me, and two, to myself. And by myself, I mean, like, my spirit, God talking to me. And it really just hit me hard. Really hit me hard, saying, how are you expecting to get an answer, a heavenly response, really, if you're not willing to listen and you're just giving yourself earthly answers? It was tough. When my boss, who's a spiritual person, tells me, you know, you're scared because you don't know, but you don't know because you're not listening. And what I have to make sure, and this is just me being completely transparent with my audience here. I suck at it. I think I can do it. I have the potential to do it, and I have done it. But it's not part of my self improvement. It's not part of my character the way I want it to be yet. And I'm learning to just accept that and say, but you can change. I mean, you could do things differently. Look at that concept of active listening. Really just looking at the person who's talking to you, or the people that are talking to you, or the audience that's talking to you, or God talking to you, and just listening. And what I'm learning is that a lot of listening doesn't necessarily mean that I'm looking to reply. It's more honestly just kind of sitting still and shutting up and letting everything come to me. And it's hard because I'm a driver, I'm a motivator, I'm a mover, and when I see the desired response I want, and I look at where I am right now, as an engineer, I go, okay, well, this is what I want, this is what I've got, here's the process, here's how I should put it together, here are the checkpoints, here are the milestones, and go. I don't like to waste time. If you ask me to do something, you'll know it's going to be done. Even my mentor has told me, well, just sit and wait. Be patient. Not perfect, Claude. I mean, it's a theme that has repetitively been coming up over and over very recently in my life. And I've learned, when things keep coming up, that you might want to take a step back and listen and, figure out why. You know, um, I'm a firm believer that the book of my life that is written by God is already complete. The choices I'm going to make, the decisions I'm going to make, the way that my life is going to go is already determined. But I still have a choice on which route I take to get there, right? And a lot of it's going to be how willing I am to listen to where the directions are. Because yes, I believe I might go through some valleys and some hard times to build character, to build strength, and to develop skill sets that I need in order to be able to maintain the level that God wants me to be at. But there could be a long road or long routes around to get to that. And um, it just hit me. And one of the things that my friend told me last night was, Claude, you got your book out. I could read your book and read your story. Heck, I could even write a book on your life because I know you and I've heard, what you have to say. But could you really write a book on mine? Could you really tell me who I am? Do you know who I am really? And the answer to that question is really based off of how well I listen to her or to other people or, to situations, to God telling me where he wants me to go. And it takes time to do that. You can't just rush into that and think that you're going to find the answer right away. That's my problem. I like to find the answer because I got to go. I got stuff I got to do, right? And it's really difficult. But I feel that as we look at our 30-day challenge in terms of self-improvement, really look at listening. Look at being quiet and just letting it come to you. One of the things that I'm going to do tonight, and hopefully soon after, okay, this is me telling you, seeing my challenge, right? Seeing my journey through this self-improvement challenge. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna put on some nice Zen music, no words, just water and peace, and I'm just gonna sit there for 10 minutes and not think anything. I'm gonna try to not think anything. I'm gonna try to not do anything. I'm just gonna sit there, and I'm gonna pray beforehand that God will just allow my spirit and my heart and my mind to be open enough so that I can actually receive what it is that he is giving me. So I challenge you guys to do the same, or in whatever form or fashion it is that helps you to listen both directly and indirectly, so that you can get what you need and the knowledge and wisdom you need in order to excel yourself and your character and the people around you. People like to know that you know them. They like to know that you were listening and you felt their experience enough so that they could trust you and build credibility. I think this has damaged a lot of the relationships I've had, some of the mistakes I've made and failures I've made. I know a lot of it, there's other reasons, but a lot of it is because it's like, were you listening? Were you listening to what you were supposed to do enough so that it resonated enough so that you went down the path you were supposed to go? And it's a journey, right? I mean, sometimes we make mistakes and whatever, but listen more, ask questions. Because when you ask questions, you have to listen again in order to get the answer. It's a very simple formula, but it's difficult sometimes to put into practice, at least for me. So if this doesn't pertain to you, go on. We'll see you tomorrow when we start our Rise series on redefinition and reinvention of self. Everybody needs to do that. But thank you guys for being with me again today. Tremendous support on the different topics of 30 days. The supporters, the people that have collaborated with me, much thanks to that. We'll do a thank you at the end of this 30-day challenge. But feel free to email me at themcfarlanegroup@gmail.com. Check out my site, mcfarlanegroupllc.com, and feel free to just join me on more journeys. I think active listening should be one of those topics we do about a week. Designate and devote a week to. And I would love to do that because it would force me to become better in that area. So thanks again, guys. I hope you have a great day, end of the week, beginning of the week for some. And feel free to contact me with any questions. God bless, guys, and have a good day.